I don't know about you guys, but I know that I am so excited for yet another Saturday of Hawkeye football.
Yeah, I'm really excited to see how Iowa's going to play this weekend, but let's take a look at flag football.
Well, so far in this flag football season, there have been many questionable calls that have gotten Iowa fans furious at the officials. Alec took a look at officiating on the student level to get a look at the pressures a referee faces on a smaller scale.
The intramural football season is underway, and students from all over the university are all out trying to win it all in intramural flag football. And with men's, women's, co-rec, and fraternity leagues, some people have to maintain order when tensions get high.
You know, if you just pull up the flag, throw it up in the air, that gets them to be quiet real quick, but no, I'm just kidding.
Meet the intramural refs, a team of students whose job is to officiate all the many intramural sports offered by the university. Flag football is one of the earliest sports offered in the academic year and can be one of the most competitive and physical, making the job all more difficult for the officials.
You're out there on the court and you're a competitive guy, and as an official I even become competitive sometimes. I get into the game and I get excited to play.
For those who are now interested in being an intramural ref, be warned, the job is not easy, and it gives a whole different level of empathy for those who are currently doing the job for referees in college football and professional football games.
I played baseball and basketball in high school, and I would always sometimes heckle the officials, but it's kind of like fighting fire with fire. Once you become an official, you kind of understand the difficulties that come with it.
One of those difficulties being handling unruly players who don't agree with their calls.
Usually a player just wants to be heard out most of all, so just listen to them, hear about their concerns, regardless if you agree with them or not. It's just to be an active listener, give them some good eye contact, good nonverbals, and just hear them out.
Yet, with all the difficulties of the job, refs I talk to can't get enough.
It's like they say, like, if you love your job, you'll never work a day in your life. I think that coming out here is not a job, it's more of a hobby.
So, the next time you're at Kinnick complaining about a blown call, do what these students have done and try to put yourself in those officials' shoes. This has been Alec Giannakopoulos, Daily Iowan TV.
If there's anything doing live TV has taught us is that mistakes happen, so it's understandable but frustrating that referees can make them too.
With another Saturday approaching in just a few days, that can only mean one thing. Iowa football is back in action. The loss against Penn State was a difficult one for Hawkeye fans, and I headed to the Pentacrest to talk to students about their thoughts on the season. I'm Taylor Cassian.
And I'm Nicole Tomasic.
And we headed out on campus to see what Hawkeye fans had to say about this year's football season, and especially that heartbreaking loss against Penn State.
Yes, I know I was super heartbroken, but I know in going to Michigan State, it's going to be so strong and we're going to win it.
I agree. A lot of the fans here on campus are very enthusiastic for the rest of the season, so let's see what they had to say.
I think they're motivated actually by the loss because they came close to a ranked 4 in the country team, so I think they're going to rally and take down Michigan State, and we're going to have a great season.
You know, I was watching the game on TV, and it was horrible. You know, those last 10 seconds were just brutal. It broke my heart watching that, and everybody was just so excited, and then you just heard everybody's just like sighs just go throughout the crowd and everything. So it was really sad and everything, but you know, I'm really excited for the University of Illinois game next week, so I think it'll be a good matchup. So
it was very emotional. On the way back from the game through downtown, I've vented my frustrations on a tree, and I ended up breaking my hand. So
we have a fan with a broken hand. That is how he took the loss.
I think I was pretty good this year, and I think they proved that they can play with anybody, and they're going to end up having a good record this year.
I thought it was really disappointing. It was a really good game. I thought we were going to win, but next time.
It was my first game that I went to, and I was like hoping for a good Hawkeye win, but you know, we'll get them next time. Wow, Taylor, I know after talking to those Hawkeye fans, it got me super excited for the Michigan State game.
I agree completely. I know that we, along with all the Hawkeye fans, cannot wait to see how the team will bounce back after this weekend.
Hopefully the fans' positive predictions for the remainder of the season come true, and Iowa football can bounce back from the loss this weekend and look to bring home a win from Michigan State.
2 players for the Hawkeye soccer team are not only teammates, but sisters as well. Jacob Sunset had the opportunity to sit down with them this week.
I'm joined by Kuhr and Devin Burns, sisters and players of the Iowa Hawkeye soccer team. Thank you so much for coming out and talking to me today.
Of course.
How old were you when you started playing soccer, and was it a sport you picked up right away, or did it take some time to get into?
I was probably like 3 or 4, kind of right when my parents could start us in sports. So it was like, all right, you're going in sports. And it was the first sport I played, that along with kind of like every other sport a kid kind of gets into, and then eventually I just kind of stuck with soccer. So same, but I kind of didn't really try any other sports because she liked it, so I liked it. So
Does it kind of affect your mentality going into a game, going into practice, knowing, hey, I've got my sister by my side, maybe it's going to be a little better, a little more fun?
Yeah, definitely. I think a lot of what factors into that is that, especially for games, is that our entire family's here. They're watching on TV and stuff like that, and our family loves it. Our extended family, they absolutely love it. So I think it definitely makes it a lot more special knowing that I'm stepping on the field with my sister. I'm like, okay, I have to do this for her too, like not just for, of course, like for my team and everything, but then I'm also like I want to win this for my sister so I can be happy with what I left on the field for her.
Do you have any plans maybe after college you can try to play some soccer, maybe for a team, a club, an organization, anything along those lines?
I've definitely thought about it. I haven't really done any research or anything like that, but I do have a couple of friends that have gone overseas to play, and one's actually there right now, and she absolutely loves it. I haven't really thought much about it.
Watch the full interview, including their on-the-field competition, on Daily Iowan's YouTube page.
Tune in tomorrow morning to watch Mary Kate Harrian and Zach Mackey break down Iowa's matchup with Michigan State this Saturday during their pregame show.
Guys, back to you at the desk.